What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? We're doing a little bit of testing before the Time Attack 2024 season.
Where are we?
Where are we? Yeah, it's a good question. We're at Cadwell Park. It's the first time here in about 3 years. Yeah, so just doing a little bit of testing. Conditions not ideal, but we've got to learn to drive in the wet and the dry. This is the car. Brief introduction. This is my 2006, I believe, Astra VXR. This was a production touring car driven by Ryan Bensley in the 2006 and 2007 production touring car championship. Came second in 2002 against Courtney Sports Car. Since then, it's been through many owners, many smashes, and I got my hands on it about 5-6 years ago. Did a bare shell respray, underneath, inside out, everything. Had a new half the side the car put on it, and then gradually started piecing together rare bits and bobs to try and make it into what it is now. So it's running a British touring car body kit, that's genuine. It's running current British touring car brakes. It's running a British touring car windscreen from the correct era. That's all sort of giving me the wide track, the improved braking. Rear brakes just standard Vectra VXR. Perspex all round, so everything's as light as it can be. It's about 1160 kilos wet. The doors are fiberglass, the tailgate's carbon Kevlar, the bonnet's carbon fibre, body kit's GRP. Like I say, there's no glass on it. That's a replica touring car rear wing. Engine wise, it's just a built LEH, so it's basically a normal Astra VXR engine. It's just built for 500, it's running just under that now. I think it did 480 something on the dyno, and then it's on a EMU black ECU. So we've got that on switchable maps, switchable traction control strategies, and that's paired up to the EMU dash now, so we can see a little bit more about what's going on. And we're just starting to work on some boost by gear and things like that. Engine wise, like I say, just built 500 horsepower. GSP provided my short shifter and my tubular manifold to replace the last one I broke. So G25 660 turbo setup with ID 1050 injectors, just class and inlet, enhanced bits and bobs, you know, normal stuff really from any sort of track car. The rarer bits on it would be the brakes, the Nitron suspension. So Nitron don't make suspension for this car, but they made 3 sets for 888 back in the production touring car days. So I managed to get hold of a set of those, and a few other rare goodies. It's got a fuel cell inside it rather than a tank, so we're going to be doing a rear diffuser setup and a centre exhaust exit on this. Proper centre exhaust exit, not VXR centre exhaust exit. And other than that, really, we're just trying to run it as lightweight as we can, within reason. I've still got a dash, so it looks pretty tidy. All to fit in the Club 2-wheel drive class. So if I go too much further, like I can't modify suspension mounting points or flat floor or a sequential gearbox, so it's just got a short shifter in it. Standard M32 chocolate gearbox, so we'll see how long that lasts. And other than that, that's it really. That's what I've got to put me in the class. So just getting out there, been getting some seat time, some practicing. Some people might recognise the car because it was out in November last year on Misha's channel around the Nürburgring, doing quite possibly the fastest wet lap you've ever seen, and it was really good round there, great round Spa. So yeah, the car's been brilliant, and I just felt like this is the year to finally get out. I've been involved, well, watching Time Attack and friends with a lot of people that compete for many years now, so it's great to finally get out there and do a bit. And here's the big man himself. So that's the man, Ash from GizFab. He's going to be, it's got a Giz Motorsport, GizFab is Eden. He's been doing the custom dash setup for me, and you know, working on the adjustable maps, and basically everything to do with tuning has been done by Giz. And since we've done the standalone ECU, it's made the car so much more reliable. We can get so much more data from it. So it was a really good move. But yeah, that's about it really now. I'll have a chat with Ash, see where we're at, and then we're going to go out and try and get some seat time in. Hope we get some dry lines out and see if we can be competitive.
Who's Ash?
Right, don't worry, mate. No one's going to watch it. No one follows us yet.
So who am I?
Yeah.
My name's Ash. I run a small motorsport company in Skegness, Lincolnshire. Sort of followed Luke's car for a bit. Stalked it at a few track days and even Vauxhall shows. And I was like, oh look, yeah, it's got all the BTCC kit on it. And then after that, it was, we sort of met through sort of mutual acquaintance of of a garage it was working at. They're having some issues, so they contacted me and said, "Oh, can you shed any light on it?" So I helped out remotely. Then after a bit of time, Luke was sort of like, "Oh, we'll cut out the middleman and we'll just come straight to you." So when it first came in, it was on its stock ECU. I mentioned to Luke about it wanted a bit more control of certain aspects. So we said, "Oh, well, what can we upgrade to?" So it's now gone on to a ECU Master Black kit we do from, which is plug and play near enough. It does come with its own standalone loom, so it plugs into the front of the fuse box. And then basically the world's your oyster. We've got a lot more data, which is fantastic. Luke's has then gone further, so it has inbuilt data logging. So if Luke ever gets an issue, every track day or every race, pulls the SD card out, emails it over, and I can check stuff remotely for if we're at other ends of the country. Then one from that, Luke come across the dash, and we've gone through all the CAN config and all the dashboard side, and it's all come out quite nice. I'm looking forward to supporting him in the future.
Right. Go send it round then.
No, we'll have a look at the log, see what's going on even fuel pressure wise.
Yeah.
Because luckily, say it's got everything, we're logging the log.
Yeah, boy.
What's it doing, Boo?
What's it doing? The car appears to be, well, just then took it out and it was hesitating. So as I was coming, not actually in a straight line, but as I came through some corners, the car kind of just held back a little bit on the power. And seeing as Ash is here and he's got his laptop, we're just going to have a little look to see what that was. Not my imagination.
Right, let's have a look at what's going on. Probably not really be able to see the screen much, but let's see what we've got. Luckily, because we knew it was going to be racing, Luke has a little data logger down here. Even if I'm not here, all he's got to do is pull the SD card out and we're back away. So let's have a look and see what was going on. So where we've got the RPM, so you're 100% throttle. Boost holds a nice lovely and flat line at nigh on 2 bar because we're dialed up to the 9s at the minute. The AFR is a lovely flat line, pretty much matches up at 0.78 lambda the whole way. Let's make sure we're not just seeing anything else strange. So if we go to EGT, make sure it's not put a weird limit on it. No, we're miles off the EGT limit as well. So let's see if anything else. So engine noise wise, it's not picked up a nasty miss or anything like that.
No, I mean
the only other
traction
thing.
control's on 0, so there's no way the traction was interfering at all.
No, I can turn it off back completely if you like.
Oh, 0
I'll tell you what. Let me just check because
in case it was that, like traction cutting in almost a little bit. TC
active.
Why?
We're not sure.
We're not sure because it's 0.
But why TC is active?
It felt like something was interfering. Like,
yeah.
I didn't have
because
control over the power.
We've still got at the minute is that there's basically I'm going to just check and see what wheel speed we're at to see like overall speed. Because it's interesting to see where it actually stops spinning. Trying to relate it back, so 200 kilometers an hour, it's still trying to spin the front wheels. So it's still trying even on how wide are the tyres now? 295s. It's still actually sticky. The tyres are warm, and it's still trying to spin them at you've got still a bit of difference. So what we'll do now is I'll go into the ECU. and we'll actually turn the traction off, then retest and see what's going on.
No worries.
But it just shows how much it still really needs it. All right, we'll get plugged into the front now. I'll put the SD card back in and we'll turn her off. Oh, it's a bit of that was hot.
It is a pain in the arse to get that.
Oh, they're an absolute nightmare.
Because I think I pulled the boost line out once to try and get it in, then I rung you, like, my car's not running right. Yeah,
it's like you've got no map pipe on it.
Fucking Egypt.
It happens.
I literally
it happens.
like, oh my god, what a donut!
It's the glory of the data logger. Is that the glory of the data logger? I've turned the traction off for now, just see if it's intervening. Because for some reason it says it was active, but we have got an issue with the driver wheel interface. Where it's not giving us our true 0 to 10 reading. So unless it's trying to default and it was getting a bit of a mixed reading and trying to put it to basically put the traction on, we've got it fully off. Because it's still trying to cut slightly. Because say even at the speed it was doing, it's still attempting to cut. So it's still spinning, even though there's plenty of heat in the tyres and everything like that. But we'll make it right.
Is it working now?
Yeah. See, I think the traction must have been messy.
Yeah, we're holding it back. That time it didn't hold out.
What's that? Violence, everyone's just like, I'm getting out of the way.
I know.
Getting out of the way.
I messed up a few corners on each lap. Like I'd get really fast, then I outbrake myself on the I can't remember the name of the fucking straight now. So up the hill, you're doing 130, 140 up the hill, and that 90 degree. Like I outbraked myself this morning. I did it again. I outbraked myself. I was like, oh, like, I only just kept it on track, and then I did the same after Gooseneck down the hill. Like I get to the end of third, I put it in fourth. If I touch the accelerator in fourth, and then try and brake at the bottom of the hill and get it round the corner, I just outbrake myself there. I only just kept it on the track again.
So how has today gone?
Today's gone really well actually, yeah. Obviously it was a bit wet and crap this morning, but the car's been fantastic as always. It's been brilliant. It's dried up a lot. There or thereabouts. Obviously I'd still like to be quicker than that, but the optimal shows, you know, we're over 3.05 seconds faster than my fastest lap for the optimal. So it just goes to show, like, it's just putting it together. Lesson learned, don't mess it up. Try and put it all together. But yeah, positive feedback. The optimal is where we want to be, because that's proven sector times that I've actually done. So we know we're there. We know that's a very fast competitive time for my class, if I can actually do the optimal. But my best lap from today would still is not bad at all. So yeah, happy with that, especially considering these fronts pretty much dead after the track day at Anglesey. I don't think I'll be using them again after this. If I do, it would only just be for messing about at Bedford or something like that. They're pretty goners now. But yeah. All in all, again, especially considering this is not my favourite track. I mean, it's a brilliant track, but it just doesn't suit the car that well. So, yeah, all in all, good. Tired now.
Cool.
Done. Day over.
If you want to follow it, subscribe, like, comment. Laters. Bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Right.